Yo guys, Why Football here, and today I'm doing my 2020 Euros prediction. I'm using the official Euro 2020 site, and I'll be predicting basically how the whole tournament will go from start to finish, where teams will finish in each group, and who will eventually win it. If you want to do it too, I'm going to leave a link to the website in the description below. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win, who's going to be the surprise, etc. Just want to see everyone's thoughts, and I'll react to it at the end once the Euros is complete. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start with Group A, which has got Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. Now, the team I'm supporting is Turkey because that's where my parents came from, and I think we are going to finish second in the group. I think we've got an excellent team. I feel like we've got great defense, offense, just in general, brilliant stuff, and I think hopefully we'll be able to get something done. With the manager as well, who took us to the semi-finals in the 2002 World Cup, so he knows what he's doing. And yeah, I just hope that we'll gel well together and hopefully surprise a few teams in this competition. In terms of first place, out of Switzerland, Wales, and Italy, I have Italy coming first. I just feel like they're the strongest team out of all those three. They have good young players, and in every competition, no matter what their team is, Italy always seem to do well. They've got a good style, they're defensively orientated. Someone like Chiesa is good as a winger. And then out of Switzerland and Wales, I'm not too sure like which way they're going to finish. I'm going to give Switzerland the benefit of the doubt in finishing third and Wales fourth, but I feel like it will be tight with all these teams. There's not one particular out-and-out winner. But Switzerland, obviously, they have Xhaka, Shaqiri, Akanji. So they've got some decent players, but no superstars. And then Wales, they have Gareth Bale. I don't know if Ramsey will be playing. But yeah, so Bale is their superstar, but they don't have many role players to support. So yeah, that's how I think it's going to go. But it's definitely liable to change and shift between Switzerland and Wales. I'm confident that Italy and Turkey will finish 1 and 2, hopefully anyway. Moving on to Group B, which is one of the weaker groups, to be honest. I think out of Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland, Belgium are a lock for first. If they don't finish top of that group, it will be a myth because there's no way those other three teams can compete. And then second, I'm going to give it to Russia just based off they did well in their World Cup. I know it was in their home, so they had that advantage from the get, but they knocked Spain out. They're no pushovers, and they're decent. Look at their population. Like, they must have some good footballers there. They got humongous population, so I'm going to give it to them. Then Denmark and Finland, I'm going to give it to Denmark over Finland just because I know more Denmark players. Finland, I know they've got that keeper. I can't even pronounce his name, Hudaraki or something. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to Denmark, but then it's tight with them too as well. Moving on to Group C, which is also, to be fair, a very weak group. You have Austria, I think that's North Macedonia, who I have no clue how they made the competition, to be honest. I don't know who they paid to get in, but I didn't even know they had a football team. You've got Ukraine and the Netherlands. I think this is also a lock for Netherlands to finish top. Like, there's no way they shouldn't. And then Macedonia should finish last. It is North Macedonia. And then it's a toss-up between Ukraine and Austria for second and third again. I'm going to give the edge to Austria just because of Alaba. I'm a big fan of those two. And in their game against England, like, they had some chances towards the end of the game. They probably should have scored. So I'm going to give it to them, and then Ukraine third. But similarly, they can definitely shift between the two. So moving on, we have England's group. And they got a pretty calm group, to be fair. Scotland, England, Croatia, and Czech Republic. Once again, England should finish top. I don't like Southgate's manager. I don't trust him. But in that group, they should do all right. It's not the group stage that's a problem thing. And it's when they get into knockout competitions where they start to struggle. They just don't have the mental capacity to make it far in any competition. Like, they have the players. No one can doubt that. They've got a wicked squad. It's just they bottle it somehow, some way. Like, they lost to Iceland in Euro 2016. In the World Cup, they lost to Croatia, who's in their group now. And on paper, they should beat Croatia. If it was a friendly, they would have beaten them. But when it comes to the competitions, they just somehow just take their foot off the gas and lose it. But that being said, I do believe Croatia will finish second in this group. They have Modric, Kovacic. Their midfield is decent, and they're just better than these teams. Out of Scotland and Czech Republic, I'm going to give Czech Republic the edge. Just because Souček, Kufal, they're a bit of a shousery team, right? They just bully the opposition. And then Scotland, sorry Tierney, but yeah, I put them to finish last. Moving on to Group E, Poland, Spain, Sweden, and I think that's Slovakia. So top once more, it should be a lock. Spain. I feel like for most of these there's pretty outright winners, and then Poland should finish second with Lewandowski to carry them, and then Sweden Slovakia is another toss up. I don't believe Zlatan's there. I don't think so. So that makes me think it's going to go this and then Slovakia third. But if Zlatan's there, then I would switch it. But at this time, I don't think he's going. So I'm going to put Slovakia third and Sweden fourth. Okay, now the group of death, the last group, Portugal, France, Germany, and Hungary. Now, they're Hungary finishing last. I'm sorry, there's just no way. There's no way they have a hope of picking up a point, I think. Like, they might be able to scrape a 1-1 draw, a 0-0 draw, but now it's between these three teams, Portugal, France, and Germany. Portugal's actually people's favourites, to be fair, and I kind of understand it in terms of the fact that... Oh, I didn't mean to put them first. I'll change in a sec. Just the fact that they've got Ruben Diaz, who had an amazing season for Man City. They obviously have Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo. And I'm actually going to put them second. And I'm going to put France on top of them. And then Germany third. And the reason I put France top is because I think they're most people's favourites. They've got an amazing squad. France, they just don't really have many weaknesses. Their midfield is stacked. Kante and Pogba, like, what a combination. Even their attack, they've got Benzema back, who's had a wicked season for Real Madrid. Griezmann seems to turn it on in cup competitions for his country. So, yeah, they're decent. Germany seem to underachieve recently. Their manager, Joachim Löw, I rate him, but he hasn't done well recently. They've got a wicked team in terms of they've got Sane and Gnabry on the wings. They've got that bit of joke man, Werner, who can't seem to score for Chelsea, but I don't know what he's like in the national team. They've got Havertz. They've got a really good squad, but I just feel like Germany are a knockout team. In comparison to England, which England's a group stage team, Germany turn it on in the knockouts. They're one team, no matter who they've got, you just don't want to come up against because they will do a job. But yeah, that's my group so far. Now, we do the 4 best third place teams. So this is a bit of a joke competition in terms of the fact that you can finish third and still get through. So Switzerland, Denmark, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Germany. So Germany, I reckon, will go through because they'll definitely beat Hungary. Boys, I reckon you need probably about 3 or 4 points in your group to definitely go through. So if that's the case, then let's have a butcher's at what's going on here. Then Switzerland. I feel like this could be really tight here. So I will give the benefit of the doubt to Switzerland to get through as well. It's now 2 more. Do I see Denmark? I feel like this could be a 1-1 between Denmark and Finland, so I don't think I'm going to put them through. Ukraine I'll put through because they're definitely beating North Macedonia. And then England, Croatia. Do I see Czech Republic getting through? Maybe, or Slovakia. Who do I give it to? Czech Republic or Slovakia? Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Slovakia, just in the case that I think Spain and Poland are weaker than England, Croatia. So I reckon they might be able to nick a point from Poland, maybe Slovakia. So I'm going to give them the benefit over that. So that's my groups and 4 best third place teams. Now we have to continue to the knockout stage. Right, okay. So it seeds it based on what I did in the group stage. So there's not going to be no balls drawn out to see who plays who. It's just straight up, based off the groups, who goes to who. So now we've got Belgium, Slovakia. And this match will be played in Seville. Right, so Belgium, right? Belgium always seem to underachieve. They've got such a good squad. De Bruyne, Lukaku. But they just underachieve. I don't know why. But they'll beat Slovakia. They were touch and go if they even got through on my predictions. So, yeah, it should be an easy win. Italy, Austria, once more. Italy should win that. I think it's a pretty nailed-on game for Italy. And it's in Wembley as well, which gives... it doesn't really give anyone an advantage, but makes it interesting. It's good also warm-up if any of those teams reach the semi-finals or final, because that's where all of those games will be played. France, Switzerland, once more, should be easy win for France. The round of 16 is a bit of a pushover round, to be fair. I'm seeing a lot of, not really many close games. But yeah, France should walk all over Switzerland. They've got nothing on France. Croatia, Poland, this could be one of those that goes penalties, but I just feel Croatia have the edge, right, over Poland. They've only really got Lewandowski. If they snuff him out, they should be good. Spain, Ukraine, ooh, tough game. Tough game. I thought, because when I say tough game, obviously everyone's expecting Spain, but Ukraine, that team, right, where they've got those players that can make it hard for Spain to they're going to sit back deep, just like Russia did in the World Cup, where they took Spain all the way. I think it was the penalties in the end. So I can see a similar thing happening with Ukraine, but I'm going to give it to Spain. Well, I can see that being a tight game no matter what people think. Oh, this has got to be the tie of the competition. England, Portugal. England they finished top of their group and they got Portugal. Damn. Too high odds to win. Sorry, England fans, but I'm going to go Portugal. I just think Ronaldo, they're just strong, right? They've got Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz. They're just strong throughout the team. I just feel England they haven't got the defence to compete with Ronaldo. They've got the offense, but I just feel Gareth Southgate's style is too defensive. He needs to let go of the handbrake, let England attack teams. I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he's a good enough manager, and I think that will be their downfall. And Netherlands, Germany, wow, another wicked game, back to back. The others were a bit dead now. Wow, Netherlands. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Germany. Frank de Boer, Netherlands manager. I just don't think he's good enough to compete as Netherlands boss, and they're missing Van Dijk as well, which will be a massive miss. He probably is their best player. And Germany, I know I put them to finish third, but it's just the fact that they're that team, right, in the knockout stage. You don't want to face them like Italy, that they're efficient, they know what they're doing, they grind out results, they still have the makings of an outstanding squad, and they turn it on big time. So yeah, I'm putting Germany to get through. Turkey, Russia now in the final game, a big game. Turkey, Russia. I'm gonna give it to my country, Turkey. I'm gonna give us the edge over Russia. I just feel like we have the defense to muster them, and this will be a 0-0 game where one goal will win it. So I don't think neither team's coming out flying with goals, and I'm just hoping Turkey gets that goal, to be honest. So now we're on to the quarterfinals where it gets really heated. Belgium, Italy. Oof. Tough game. Belgium on paper have a better squad than Italy, but it's just Italy's style. It's nous in the competition. This game is getting played in Munich, so no advantage for neither team. That being said, I'm going to give it to Italy. Belgium just seem to underachieve, right, in all their competition. They've got a good squad, but they just underachieve. France, Croatia, locked on France. Repeat of the World Cup final in 2018. I don't know how Croatia made the final there, but France blew them away 4-2, and I think a similar thing will happen here. Spain, Portugal, another repeat of the World Cup, but that was a group stage game. Oh, I'm going to give the edge to Portugal, you know. I just think, yeah, they're just Ronaldo, you know, he just turns it on big time when it matters. Spain's defense is aging. Oh, no, sorry, not aging. Sorry, their main defender Ramos, I don't think he's even made it because he's aging. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Portugal. And then the final game, Germany, Turkey. This is a bit of an internal game, right? Because Turkey have a lot of people that play for the German national team, and not really vice versa, like Gundogan, for example. But I'm gonna give it to Germany. I wish Turkey would win, but Germany should this. I know Turkey did well against Germany. I think they got a draw against them in their most recent game, but it's the World Cup. It's different to a friendly or Nations League, for example, and I think Germany will overcome them. So now on to the semi-finals. We've got Italy, France, and I think both these games are in Wembley. Yeah, they are both in Wembley. So, wow, Italy, France. I'm going to give it to France, but this is going to be another tough game. Either team could win it, I reckon, but France, I think they'll have the edge over Italy. They've got the better squad. And then Portugal, Germany, another tough game. Wow. It's the semi-finals, right? So it's only going to be the teams that have odds to win this competition. I'm gonna give it to. Oh, this could go either way, you know, either way. I'm gonna give it to. Ooh, I'm gonna give it to Portugal, you know. I'm gonna give it to them. I mean, I don't think it matters because either way, I'm putting France to win it. But I'm gonna give it to Portugal either way. And yeah, I'm putting France to win Euro 2020. Repeat after the World Cup. After they got this will be a repeat of the final last Euros actually in 2016, which is interesting. But yeah, France should win. They've got the players. Obviously, anything can happen in the finals. You saw in 2016, but they've got Benzema's come through and he's on form. I just don't see a weakness in their squad. Everyone seems to be on fire right now. Kante probably might even has a shout for the Ballon d'Or after his performances this season at Chelsea. And yeah, I just see them winning this competition. Hopefully, Turkey win, but it's probably going to be given to France. But yeah, that's my prediction, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win the competition and any video ideas you want me to do or any other types of predictions. I'll definitely do one for the Premier League season. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.